What's going on, everybody? It's CaptainRoBear and crew, and it's Baldur's Gate, episode 67, with my Windows background up. But hey, it's okay. You know what?
CaptainRoBear featuring the task manager.
We can fix that.
Isn't that who he is, the task manager?
That's the new big bad, the task manager.
I have the Control-Alt-Delete sword. I will vanquish him.
My big bad is the fucking task manager.
Your CPU usage rises by 5% every 10 seconds. What do you do?
What do you do? Now, this shows the true, absolute rat fuck that I do to get rid of the cursor on a 2 PC setup is what this is. Da, da, da.
Smoke and mirrors, smoke and mirrors, smoke and mirrors.
See the magic happen before your eyes.
Can we talk about that? We actually have all 4 of us sitting around the table right now for the first time in a month and a half, 2 months.
I'm not actually here.
5 of us, the cricket somewhere in there, even though it's calmed down now thanks to your kitty cat.
Oh yeah. I was proactive today. I brought Rhiannon in the garage so she could go chase down that cricket. And he has been quite literally tormenting me since 11 o'clock this morning.
You guys
won't shut up.
You guys missed it when Radio got to deal with the Windows audio issues after he updated, and it made the cricket the hottest noise on his entire setup. It was like walking out into the swamp in the middle of the night in the south, just
I still haven't updated Windows, and I don't think I will until we're done with season 3 in December. I'm just not even gonna fuck with it,
dude. If you can somehow pull it off where it doesn't auto update on you,
as long as my power doesn't go out, we're good. This computer.
You live in Florida. It's gonna go out. It's just a fact of life.
You know, honestly, it goes out less than you would think. They're pretty on top of that shit down here.
Yeah, it's not like not like the Big Mo where you lose your when you lose that neighborhood, you get to play neighborhood Hunger Games.
Or you have one ice storm and your power's out for 12 straight days.
Dude, I'm so glad I haven't had one of those in a hot fucking minute.
Dude, the ice storms are crazy.
Oh, they were so bad growing up. We've really gotten lucky. Thankfully, global warming has kind of pushed us right over the edge. We were right on that line where we kept getting iced every year. Now it's like, well, now we just don't have winter. You know, so much for the cousins ever having a white Christmas ever again.
Now Texas gets all the snow. Explain that. What?
You still get the snow. You still get the snow and stuff. You just, winter's been pushed to like mid-February. Yeah. It used to snow in December. Now it's like, you're like right around the end of January, February. Now it's snowing.
Dude, the fact that I have to bring a cooler to our Christmas party to ice my beer down is how that's how you can how you can affect country boys. Like, hey man, this climate's warming up, man. Never had you used to. You just sit your beer outside.
Let's put it in the snow.
Can I tell you what a weird experience that was being from California and celebrating an Ohio winter where I bring over all this beer and Amanda's brothers just tell me, yeah, go put it out in the snow outside.
Yep.
You just do that? You just do that?
Nature's cooler, man. Nature's cooler.
They don't want you fucking up the whole fridge.
Honestly, it doesn't even matter what it is, whether it's like soda, waters, or like something's been sitting outside in the snow just tastes better. That the temperature is just perfect.
It's like we have our prepackaged drinks are on the back porch.
Changing colors.
Like you go back and just grab soda and whatnot. Like during the wintertime, it's on the back porch, man.
This past Christmas, there was like 2 days where I was like outside shooting hoops with my nieces and nephews in like sweatpants and a t-shirt. Like I was like, what is happening? Like what is going on? I'm like,
what is this life?
December 19th, I guess. Whatever. I'm gonna enjoy it, and then once Christmas happens, then it's like, oh, now we can just be miserable for way too long. It's like, okay.
I get that like 1 weekend a year now where it actually gets cold here and I get to sleep in the hammock. It's perfect.
So, who's got big announcements they want to let the community know about before we get this kicking chickens?
D20 Deathmatch Sunday, 9 p.m. Eastern. Yeah, it'll be a good one. But if you haven't subbed to our YouTube yet, what are you fucking doing? Go do it. YouTube.com/D20 Deathmatch. We need the watch hours and the subs. Go do it now, or don't. Whatever. I don't give a shit. So, goodbye.
What a sales pitch, man! Just
Do it or don't.
I just don't fucking care anymore.
do it or don't. I don't know. Like,
You need to take up the branding of the dude on fucking Instant TikTok. I can't think of his name right now. It's CD something. He's a new improv comedian, but he largely grew on those platforms by stitching all the weirdest shit that he could get. But at the end of his videos, he's always like, "Follow me, you fucking idiots."
Oh, I love that dude.
He's
fucking funny, dude. He's fucking funny.
I'm so glad that he's got like a whole tour off this now. Like, dude's growing his full career out of that.
He's just got the weirdest like word vomit, like train of thought just straight from his brain. It's so weird.
He's unique, and that's what's awesome. He reminds you of how unique the comedians used to be throughout the late 90s, early 2000s. Like, he's got his own flow, man.
Lately I just watched that dude who's like a chef, and he just pretty much reviews the same lady over and over again because he just hates all the fucking shit she does in the kitchen, and he's just like, that's fucking terrible.
Well, yeah, he's got that dude is really good. He's like in his like break room when he's like, and then occasionally when he's like, "Oh, I would eat the shit out of this." Like when he does
like,
praise.
I hate this woman, but that actually looks okay. He just seriously like just really hates her. Just hates everything she does.
Oh, content world.
classic.
Anybody else got stuff going on?
Started streaming again finally. I guess you could say that. First stream back was on Monday. Did some GTRP. That's 99% of the time what you'll find is some sort of roleplay on my channel. So yeah, hopefully I'll get to stream some this weekend again. So if you want to check that out, that's on my channel, twitch.tv/ArcaneAdam. It's a good time, you know. It'll be a vibe, you know. And then maybe in the future, maybe we'll do some more Wild West RP. I don't know. We'll see. We're gonna get a little wild, we're getting a little crazy, but yeah.
Dewey's back. Yes, he's back. Fresh cut and all.
Fresh cut.
Respect the bowl.
That's how my mom does it.
You know, bowl cut now.
Yeah. Dewey's got a
Has it
bowl
always
cut.
been a bowl cut?
Yep. My mom cuts it. She puts a bowl on my head and trims it. That's how she cuts it. It's a good time, guys. I swear. It's good.
You need to tell her to like use a colander instead. That way she can pull some pieces through, get a little like different texture, a little layering.
Oh yeah.
Little layering going on.
What the fuck is going on?
Whoa!
What is happening here?
Those weren't my rolls,
What
Jack.
That's 1, 2, 3, 4 in a row on the ones.
Whoa! Good googly moogly.
No.
And then, you know,
Just had to make sure that everything was still working appropriately.
Still, man, I was just trying to click off the sheet. Glad I got those knocked out. Well, over here on our channel, community will be picking up and playing Commission Campaign. The Light of Xarxis is what I'm calling it because I don't know how to pronounce it yet. But they'll be spell jamming. They're going to be starting at 7 CDT over here on the channel and playing through. So you can catch both. Just hop on over, open up the second window. You got chaos going on right as they end. So good times. You guys got plenty of Sunday programming now. Over here, hey, big announcement. Hey, we hit 4K on YouTube. Let's go. And put a little fucking put a little goblet up on front. I was like, what is this little goblet? So thank you guys. Appreciate it. You guys are joining up in troves right now. So, oh, you know what? Speaking of YouTube, I should probably turn it on.
Oh boy! Wow.
Oh God! Look at that. Making the announcement, thanking YouTube. Think of that, and they're not even connected. So, hey, you know what? Welcome,
On behalf of
YouTube.
Captain RoBear and friends, YouTube, you can go fuck yourself.
Wah, 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 wah. You know what? It's because I did all the shit last night. I didn't have to do anything extra, and that's what it broke my workflow. So welcome, YouTube. It's good to have you guys. Thank you very, very, very much. We got to thank Voodoo for being here for us the entire year. Thank you guys. You've been a rock. Everybody over on the Patreon, Shabby Shy Flames, West Wolf, Quirky, Feisty. Everybody I can grab off my memory while it reloads. Because there's new people over here. And Aaliyah and Caleb and Captain and Kevin and Man of Many Hats and Quirky and Drew. Thank you all very, very, very much. We need to get in the thick of it. Picking up where we left off last week. Now inside the Dream Realm. Trying to catch back up to Asher, who's been in support with Chikios, Waith, and the rest, defending the city from the shadow touch from Voxnern. Asher learning many truths of his past and the city from which his family came from. Now with a new wealth of knowledge, a whole pack of cool cats have descended and made their way in, pushing past the brush on the outside of Chikios' meadow. Malthus, Aelson, Josiah, Llywelyn. Now push back in with Rook already have made it here through a brutal infection. Josiah, you can see your friends in the distance.
Yeah, that's a trippy way to travel, but I think I see some people I know, including one red devil of Baldur's Gate.
Josiah, you're here. I thought you weren't. We didn't. Are you high?
Maybe just a little. I had to chase you down somehow.
Some more than others, man.
Oh, yeah, he's really feeling it. I can't believe you guys are here, Llywelyn.
Llewellyn has his honey out. And he's just kind of like slow pouring it just a little bit. It tastes so different.
Is he getting a little taste out of that poo jar?
There is so much that we have to catch you up on. Like,
Guess what took you
a
so
lot.
And is that tea? Because my mouth is a little dry.
Oh, yeah. Yes, I'm sure we can muster some more cups.
We have more than
Cheers.
enough for everyone. I promise.
Appreciate it.
You're making my mouth dry just watching. Okay. Oh boy. Where to start? So much. Okay, so how do I put
basically,
this?
Asher is having some family trouble and we have to go help.
Yes, but we have to. I think go to Voxtern. Maybe.
It's going back home, but home is in Baldur's Gate.
Yes, but if I'm remembering correctly. So, I have an uncle. He is a devil or demon. And I am apparently a part of some lineage. And my family is royalty where I'm from. I guess. And he took over and raised like a devil undead army and now rules that kingdom that way. But here's where it ties in with you. Apparently, and this is not concrete, but well, Chikios has been doing some undercover work. And he's been working with the shadow creatures and priests and hunters from your area or other side. And they're working together for some purpose we don't really know yet. At least that's what we think, if I remember correctly, right? That's kind of what it is, Chikios. They're working together, and so we have to go to Voxturn where they're amassing something, I think. Am I remembering this correctly? There's a lot.
Have another glass of tea, my friend. It has been a long time for you.
Oh, and we've been fighting hordes and hordes of them. I mean, just so many. I mean, they're fighting right now.
Get this, Josiah, that Asher here seems to think that we have had it easy. He thinks that his shadow demons were worse than the Hydra. Would you believe that?
I'm just absolutely dumbfounded that somebody's got more family problems than I have. I'm sorry. That's impolite. I apologize.
Yeah.
It is true. It will not end unless we visit the other side of your home, Josiah.
Their side, like
the shadow
down
touch of Voxton.
Fuck. Can't we just come to the Fae and have a party?
We are unfortunately far away from party. Marcel puts a hand up over on your shoulder. I told you. They were taking things from our home to make us weaker. As we have left, the spirit of Voxturn has left. Has made us weak. We have to defend it. They were bringing beasts of the field, the strongest of all creatures, sacrificing them to the fighting pits. We came because we feared we could hold on not much longer. We sent the great Hydra on its way back to the spirit realm where it belongs. But a great loss. Our friend has lost his leg. We can't stand divided like this. We simply will not last.
Plus, I think it's infected.
Don't listen to him. I got the new one. It's fine. It is not infected. It's just this is how it looks after you get the limb. How many limbs have you had cut off?
No, man, he's straight tripping balls before we even started. He's gonna have to have that looked at, man.
I don't know why everyone is so concerned about my my leg. I am fine. There is nothing wrong with me. Here, I will prove it. As he tries to shift again unsuccessfully.
It's really going to cause permanent damage if you keep doing it.
Yes, I think that they blew a blood vessel in my head.
But if we're gonna go there, we need Rukit. as close to full strength as possible, right?
Don't worry, man. We're not planning to go anywhere. We'll take care of him, get him cleaned up. We already started. It's gonna be a lot easier if he's just laying there nice and calm anyway.
It's don't take my dirt.
Hey, man.
That is my dirt. That is my property.
Whatever you're into, you're into. No kink shaming here.
There's not kinks. There's dirt.
Whatever,
All right,
man.
You're a baron or a landlord now, or what is it again?
It's semantics. I own some land.
He's a filthy animal, man, but he's got a good constitution. Most people would be well passed out by now. He's even got dual consciousness during this, man. That's fucking wild.
It's pretty impressive. I mean, I beat all of you here, so.
I'm just glad that you're all here now. I mean, I think it's been a long time.
Also, Josiah, come here. I need you to come here and settle something for me. As he motions over, and he just.
Yeah, it smells infected.
No, not that. That is how it always smells. I want you to look at Asher, look at him in the eyes, and you tell him that Hiram is alive, and that he is renting my house.
Josiah bends down, looks at Asher in the chair, and goes, "The ghost of Hiram is renting out the shit house."
See?
They all just had to come from a smoke shop, huh?
No, like actually traded places with him somewhere in the cosmos. I lifted a bloody broken bottle off of his body. He didn't even know he was dead. Still doesn't know he's dead.
Well, he's
How
not
fucked
dead
up
if
shit
he's-
is, man.
If he's there, right?
It's the stars.
Dead, alive, makes no difference as long as he pays the rent.
What does that mean? Like, why now?
Why not?
Yeah, good point. Well said.
Okay, well, we can't. That's a lot in its own right to process, but we've got other things to worry about. They're out there in the beyond right now, fighting. We've been rotating as best we can to keep everyone fresh, but I mean, it's like trying to take a bucket and empty the sea. I feel like at times it's just like you're just doing it, and you can see all the water that you're spraying over here, but like it's still just a ocean in front of you. So you're making progress, but like, how much progress are you making?
At this point, if we don't do something to cut this invasion off at the source, Baldur's Gate will be in worse shape than Voxstern ever was. Your father, Josiah, he has neglected things.
Coming to that understanding.
Has led to a creation of much darkness. But Asher says that you wield the solution.
Yeah, show him.
He pulls out Heaven's Edge, holds it out. Came to me in a moment that I thought I was going to make the same mistakes as my father did. So far, it's got to be pretty true. I don't know if it's a solution. Maybe it's a start. Just want to fix the fucking tide.
As it shines with the true radiance. If this is what has kept them in check before, and it will no doubt help and aid in doing it again. What do you remember, Josiah? What do you remember, Marcel? What lies at the heart of this darkness? What makes these things? History check, Josiah, advantage.
$11.
You know that something has long since corrupted your Leonin people in the first place. It's what's created these Shadow Touch Shaman, these feral-like creations. But you don't ever really know the start of the boogeyman. It's just always been there. Almost as a balance. I'll give one for Marcel.
Betsy.
Ganja almost got the old man.
A lot of ones you roll tonight.
In the heart of it all, there is a center source, a great totem, one made from the bones of the lost. I have never seen it before. Where is such totem resides. It is time to find it. And bend it to its knees. You have to stop the creation. I would not know where to look. But I have my assumptions.
So I take your assumptions better than any guess we could put out there.
We have long left these part of us untouched. I would go to the heart. I would go to the palace itself now. If I were left unchecked in the way that your father has left this unchecked, why would it not sit on the seat? I would not dwell in the gutters and the hollows anymore. I would come forth and I would claim what was my own.
Hidden in the shadows of the light. It's almost fucking poetic.
You know, you said something a couple times there that I've heard a lot. And I thought maybe it was something that already came to pass for me to go to Baldur's Gate, to the center of it, and the darkest heart in the darkest city. But I'm beginning to think that it's not Baldur's Gate. That was just the start, where I met you all. And with what's going on with your people and my uncle, I think this is what I'm supposed to do. And who I'm supposed to be. As I glance over at Marcel and give a nod, remembering what he told me.
Our cities are one now.
Yeah.
We share the darkest heart.
It's the only way that we'll win, is by doing it together. All of us. It's gonna take every single one of us.
Who kind of said to protect the family. This protects all the family.
Then our decision has been made. I will teleport us to the Palace of Voxdun when you are ready. We will confront what is there. And we will stave off this plague of shadow. I'll do our best and die trying. But we must try. We cannot help your family. And we cannot help Baldur's Gate until we do.
What about Kaida and Waith? You said you're...
They are still fighting. It's the only thing that gives us rest.
Who's going to give them rest if we're out there?
They do as they wish. They're still fighting for you. They are the ones that give us the chance to go to the palace in the first place. They make sure that Baldur's Gate is not overrun. But they will not last forever.
We're running against the clock.
I would say so. I mean, we have to help Asher with his family troubles and, save your home. But, importantly, we have to be back for your wedding. It is coming up.
There's family troubles and there's family troubles. And then there's family troubles.
I mean, you're going to be in trouble if you don't make it to your own wedding.
I know you want to be there as my best man.
This I already am.
You're going to be there. But consider this, Rook, consider this you throwing my bachelor party.
I will take that. I also selfishly will be trying to save the city because if there is no city, then I have no property.
Right.
Or maybe I could rebuild.
Can't rebuild if you're dead.
That is a great point.
What would you call it anyway if you rebuilt Rook?
I don't know. Maybe alunium. No, that's stupid.
Illumia. Gotta ring to it.
No, it is dumb. I will come up with something. Maybe something like dirt field or something. I don't know.
Aluminium.
Aluminium, yes, something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. It has a ring to it, but maybe not. I don't know. It's kind of a stupid name.
Alunosity. I don't know. Yeah, there's something there.
Well,
But for now,
it beats
just stick
docking
with-
deep into the port of Rook.
I mean,
Is it? Are you
that
making
could be
a
like
sex joke?
that could be the
Is it
name of the dock.
Are you coming on to me? Is that what this is happening?
Rook's
What?
Paw or something.
Are you coming on to me? Are you trying to hit on me now?
Oh,
Asher, why would you say that?
I didn't say anything. I was looking at this item G I just got. Thanks, Chad.
I'm talking about you over there trying to get into my port.
No, I try to slide in any ports I can. You know that. He's dirty pirate.
One too many.
You're a dirty cat.
Let's talk about you there, Butterhorns. Well, we got things to deal with when we get back to Baldur's Gate, I'm sure.
Butterhorns.
Wow. Okay. I'll remember that.
You know I love you.
Not as much as Rook, apparently. Is it? I assume it's gonna be very dark there, like night, and like super dark, right?
I don't know what to expect. House
Well,
is always one of those
it's a
things.
shadow, so I assume, So I've got something that I think is going to be very good. Everybody can see in the dark well, right? No one has any issues.
I can see in the dark.
Yeah,
Okay, good.
No, I cannot.
Oh,
you cannot.
that's fine.
You guys can see in the dark
Yeah.
this whole time?
Yeah.
I just have to smell my way through.
Oh,
I didn't know you could see in the dark.
Probably should have mentioned that a long time ago.
I didn't know anyone could see in the dark. That's why they call it dark.
Oh. Well, I've got something that I've been working on. It's a new spell. I think you're gonna like it. But we gotta, like, once we get there and like stuff starts to happen, then that's when, we'll do it. Just remind me. Or I'll remember. It's fine. But I think it's gonna be good.
Okay. It is very vague, but that's fine. I will remind you to do the thing that you are not telling me about now.
Okay.
I will say, hey, remember when you told me to remind you about that thing that I don't know about? And then that will be the cue.
You got it. You're on it. See, you're not doing too bad. Although it might be a problem if you can't actually transform. That might still actually be an issue.
It's just
Don't try, because I don't want you to hurt yourself. Okay.
Yeah, of course. I'm. It's fine. I just getting my breath back. It just. It has been a little bit. I just got my leg cut off, so excuse me if I'm a little short on the blood supply.
Understandable.
It'll be fine. I'll bounce right back. I always do. In fact, I'm feeling much better now.
He really does not need to stress like that.
I mean, can anybody do anything for him? Like, can we just like some salve? Or like,
Hey, we kind of overstayed our welcome anyway. So you look back at Malthus and Ailsum as they have picked and foraged everything that they could on the outside tree line. They got their hands full. We're headed back, man. We'll make sure that that fever calms down. We'll get them all cleaned up, and hey, man, we'll even bag up that dirt for you, dude.
It's just don't. Whatever you do, keep the piles of dirt separate. Don't mix them together because, well, obviously you understand. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
man, I don't really feel like touching it after seeing what it did to your leg, bro. So I'm gonna have them put the gloves on, No offense, I don't know what's in
just
there.
Keep the dirt into separate piles, and if you could maybe label them, that would be great.
Yeah, man, shit pile 1 through 3. You got it, bro.
Some of that is prime real estate that you're going to be handling, so be careful.
Yeah, totally.
You are saying that you are going to be careful, but I don't believe you.
Yeah, that's cool, man. A lot of people think that when we talk, but it's an award-winning team over here. Baldur's Gate, best breakfast, 3 years running. Man over here, he's about to win a fucking beer making contest. Yeah.
Oh, that is
First medal for me, man.
It's very impressive. It sounds like that I am in good hands then, as he kind of turns over his shoulder to Josiah and Asher. I'm going to lose my entire portfolio.
Don't worry, these are my people. They're good people. They'll take care of you.
You say so, but that's a lot of dirt.
I mean, it's 50-50, but can't get any worse. I think.
It's fine. I have been poor before. I will rebuild.
Yeah, but like if we save the city, right, then they're gonna have to, maybe they grant you a bunch of spots or something.
Yes, maybe I could have a second house.
I mean, there is a political opening within the city right now.
What is it, comptroller?
What?
Is it the comptroller position?
What is that?
The comptroller.
Comptroller?
Yes.
I don't know what that is. It's just there's a political opening.
Understanding of how cities work. It's very arcane of you.
Asher, I think he's making shit up too.
I don't, and he's still using. Josiah, you weren't here, but I learned that he doesn't think magic and arcane are the same thing. He thinks arcane is something different.
I'm right here.
Now I don't know what arcane is in his mind anymore. I thought I had an understanding, but now I have no idea.
Asher, look at me. It's best you don't worry about what's in his head, and we think about what we got to do.
Yeah, I mean, I've been thinking about that. I've been fighting it for fucking weeks. Excuse my language. It's been very stressful. I'm drinking a lot of tea.
I'm fucking proud of you. Let it fly.
Well, I'm just gonna let you guys know that when we go in to the city, the very dark, creepy, undead city, I'm gonna be bringing a little bit more firepower than normal.
Well, if home is anything that I remember, we're gonna need every inch of fire we can get.
No. And it's a good thing I'm the Red Devil of Baldur's Gate.
Shit, when we're done, you might be the Red Devil of Voxstern. You never know.
Name's kind of catchy. It's growing on me.
And maybe someday you can rebrand to Waterdeep.
Maybe. Or, maybe in the future I get married and you can be my best man.
I don't know. It's a big responsibility. I'm already one best man. I don't know if I can juggle the two.
I was talking to Josiah.
Oh, yes, of course.
Give Asher a little wink. Yeah, you might want to see how Rook performs on this one before you make any commitments.
Yeah. I mean, I don't even know if he started the speech yet. I mean, that's the most important thing.
The what?
Like, the speech. Rook, it's like the most important. Is it not true in Voxturnian culture to give a speech and a dance as the best man? And
Absolutely.
It often gets bonus points when you sing. So how do you not know this is the best man? This is
I
like
don't know how you know about the singing, Asher. That's something.
I knew all of this. Of course.
You're just working on it. I apologize.
I'm just in work.
Sorry,
process.
I shouldn't overstep. I am just simply standing there, not the best man. I apologize.
It's fine.
I'm sorry.
It's no big deal. I'm working on it. I've got a few ideas that I'm juggling right now. I've written several speeches. It's just about choosing the right one.
Oh wow, several.
Yes,
You've written several speeches.
Several. Maybe 5 to 9. Somewhere in there.
Asher, as someone who don't know how to read, right?
Maybe it's writing it in his head, and he's just envisioning it. Look, he's very good at improv. I mean, you see what he does in the battlefield. As long as he approaches it from like a tactile fighting perspective, It's gonna be a killer speech.
Yeah, literally killer, because that's what he's good at, cutting heads off.
Well, maybe he'll do a sword dance and hopefully not behead anyone. I don't know.
This is it's not a problem. I will. In fact, I'm actually going to go think of a few ideas now, as it were. I was just thinking of some. He's gonna step away just a little bit from the table, and seeing a delusion of a loon. What am I going to do? You were always the better speech giver. Yes, I know that is. Remember when we met the captain? I convinced him that I was a captain, and that is not an easy task with a pirate. Yes, I know. That's what I'm saying. Maybe you could write the speech for me. Yeah, I don't know. What am I going to get out of it? I don't know. Maybe I could get you. Maybe I can get Shikios to bring you back to life. No, that's stupid. as Aelin kind of like just fades away from him as he's just talking to himself now. Says that no, okay, speech time. Just let it flow. It was here on this day, on this, no. I will start at the belly and go to the neck. No, that's skinning. He's just gonna start kicking around some dirt, just walking around.
I grabbed this dirt from the land. It's mine. And she's his. And it's like speech.
Much like the dirt in the ground, you will be laying with your wife tonight.
This is gonna be highly entertaining. Llywelyn's still licking his fingers over here.
Josiah, I have known you since before I was me, since the time when I was inside of another man.
That's true. That's factually true.
You helped me come outside of him. And become my own man.
It's you know what? We got good starting blocks. This is a good firm place to build from. We'll just, we'll stick a pin in it and circle back around later. All right.
Most of the times it's a sword, but
I've cut off a lot of heads, but not many hearts.
that was actually really deep.
It's pretty good.
Mud's like, I'm gonna write that one down. That's gonna be good.
Speeches out.
Put that on the best man's catalog right there.
In 8 weeks, when we get to the wedding, and he pulls up 5 sheets and actually just starts reading every single one, I'm gonna lose my shit.
Just say I have seen you sleep with multiple prostitutes in many brothels across the sea. But this one seems special.
You son of a bitch.
It was not like the rest. She did not come out the Motley Crew. It was kill switch engaged this time. I knew we were meant to be together.
That hit so hard, I used my reaction to shimmer mantle my ass out of there. It's like, bam! I'm out. It's like, I'm not staying after that.
Chikios looks up. We are going to the club before we go.
Hey-oh. You wish you saw what I just saw.
Oh my
God. Roll my cat out.
Remember when you first met and you locked eyes and Disturbed's Sound of Silence cover was playing in the background? And the people bowed and prayed.
We're nervous. I can tell.
I know the feeling. Been there many times. Asher. Turn to page 54.
Oh. Not that tome.
And then go to rule 42.
Not that tome. Oh, yep. There it is. Okay. I forgot about that. It just like keeps going. Flips to page 54.
Vera actually jumps off from her three-dimensional form onto the book, turning two-dimensional, and you can see her crisscrossing a path through the meadow. She jumps over an old rotten log, looks it over on either side, and goes and passes through. As the color of that meadow fades and opens up to an island in black and white. Footprints in the sand as Vera walks by, small hermit crabs and abandoned shells, and a beach that you've never seen before, and a place that you've never been. Staring up at this marble palisade. It sits above a cliff overlooking the ocean. As you can see the waves cresting back and forth on this page of a visage of a land you're headed. And then a symbol begins to form. Josiah, what is the symbol of your people? If they were to have a flag, what would sit smack dab in the middle of Voxtern?
It's the palace. And beneath it, cross sword and claw. In that same Voxtern selected colors.
The purple, gold, and white. Claw and sword underneath the marble palisade. Small palm trees on either side that branch out symmetrically. As you see this symbol fill the void inside your book. With that item G that you just got, this is a Shadowfell tattoo. You already have dark vision, but you now have advantage on stealth checks. The major part, shadowy attunement, or I'm sorry, shadowy defense. When you take damage, you can use your reaction to become insubstantial. So you can go into a shadow form for a moment, and having that damage, you cannot use that reaction again until the next day.
Freaking cool. I'm just writing it down so I have it.
And it's the real Shadowfell brand tattoo inside D&D.
Oh, there's actually a tattoo. I was writing it down.
Let the book guide you as it always has. On the next page, you can see a symbol of Chikios embedding itself. As it opens up, first as you see it as the spell glyph as it is, but it slowly transforms as Vera walks the beach on the outskirts of this shadow-touched Voxtern. But this time, shaking the sand off, Vera jumps up and down into the water. And you can see on the corresponding page. Vera crawling out from the log and into the meadow. And back through a portal to Baldur's Gate. This will take you home. Keep it close to heart. I will be with the others in Baldur's Gate. I believe in you. Josiah, it is time to go home.
Let Asher lead the way.
Anyone else want to do anything before you accept that portal to the shadow touched of Voxdern?
Are we rested?
Yes, everyone is long rested.
Okay. I'm good then.
Seeing if I have anything. I do. Wait, go ahead, Rook.
I will say that if we're gonna go through the portal, I'm gonna go ahead and put my blood curse into effect on my sword.
I'm gonna do two things. First, I'm gonna pour tea for everyone, and then I'm gonna produce these small leaves, and you're gonna see my hand flame up as I quickly burn what smells like this, like incense almost, and then I just crush it in my hand, and then just in each cup just drop a little bit and stir and pass it to each of you. I don't know what to expect, where we're going, and what we face. It's true darkness. It's the opposite of everything we've been working for and towards. But I know that we are all our strongest selves when we're together. And I wouldn't be able to do or have done the things I've been able to without you. And no matter what happens, I will do my best to keep you safe. But I will no longer hide who I am, for I will embrace it. And it's not something to fear, but it's something I need to control. And I will rain fire down upon this place and light the way if I have to. And I will use the Chef's Feast and a Inspiring Leader
Nice.
to bolster us before we head into some really horrible place. So, God, what is Inspiring? What is Chef's Feast? It's like your level plus charisma?
Is it your level or twice your level?
I don't remember. Hey, where is it?
Chef's Feast is
Twice your level plus your level plus proficiency?
party adds their level plus proficiency and bonus temp HP.
18. So you get 18 for Inspiring or for Chef's Feast, and then Inspiring Leader is, I think that one's the Inspiring Leader 5e. Quick Google. It is,
Gain temporary hit points equal to level plus charisma modifier.
yeah, so 13 plus 1. It's not very charismatic, but you know.
Wait, are we level 13?
No, he is. We're not. We're level 12.
Yeah.
That's what 10 years in the Fey will get you.
Get 2 extra HP, boys, on me. Yeah.
Listen, we killed a fucking Hydra. No.
So it's 18. So it's 18 plus 14.
32 it is.
Yep.
32 for Barley, 32 for Marcel. Once again, as you were previously, you will be in charge of Marcel. I will read off his abilities if you can't see them, and you will be predicting what he can do. Anyone else?
That's what I can do. Now, there's one thing I want to do when we get there for Rook once things are about to pop off, but it's not wise to do while we're trying to stealth around. so I'm holding off for now.
Does everyone have a backup plan? Chikios opens up his coat and shows a greater healing potion on the inside. Everybody have at least a greater healing potion on them.
Ooh, no. I just looked at my sheet and not this one.
I open up my jacket and I'm like, oh, there's a superior, and then there's a greater, and another greater, and another greater. I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm good.
I have no.
Do you guys need any?
Dude, we dumped so many of them in the Hydra fight.
We did. I have none.
Who doesn't have one?
do.
Okay. You both do? Oh, here, you know what? I've got 3. I got 3 here, so I'll just give you each one. So I'll give you both a greater healing potion. I'll remove it from my sheet because I have 3 of them.
Thanks, Asher. Appreciate that.
Hey, we're all trying to make it out of this, right?
All of us together.
Together. So even Llywelyn and Marcel have a greater healing potion on themselves. Josiah, it is time to go home.
Been a long time. I haven't seen home since I jumped that ship. I think I'm ready now.
We are ready, Chikios. Show us the way. As he points past the meadow, as Asher has seen many times before, as the trees bend to his will, opening up a portal swirled with shadow and darkness. Together, Josiah and Marcel walk to that portal with the rest of the group. Let us set home free.
Say that's all you know. Thank you for helping.
It will take all of us.
Now let's go fuck them up.
As they take their steps and disappear into the shadow of darkness. And the rest of you follow. I will see you on the other side, Asher. We will do the same for your home as well.
I'll see you on the other side.
I will see you on the other side, Flint. And he flashes a smile as you hit that shadow. And cross forward. As your feet hit the cold marble below you, you stand and wonder as you look out over a massive palisade, the waves crashing back behind you, the memories swirling in your head, Josiah. The times that you played on this very ground, the gardens seemingly as lush as what you remember, but swirled and tainted in coats of shadow. As you look back out at this massive chasm that's stripped away of where your court once was, a literal fissure that splits it, filled with darkness. Bits and pieces of your reality torn and worn away. You see the corruption at its heart, and you can feel it. The fur stands up on the back of your neck. And you see the first visage float up from that chasm. Something you haven't seen since nightmares of your childhood. Amalgamations of both man and almost forest bent together. These dread shades, one by one, begin to lift up. And fill the space where you had so many good memories. And it's almost as if their own existence is just feasting on them. I want you to make a wisdom saving throw. Is 11 your final?
Yeah.
As they emerge in your own mind, putting the pieces together of your fondest memories inside this court. You as a child, your mother and father, much younger Marcel. It becomes harder and harder for you to see that mental image as it seems to fade away, almost as if it stops before your own mind can finish it. It drifts into the swirl.
Note for later, we make it through this. I got a mind's eye card to burn right there if I get this back, because I've already got the memory.
Noted. This is it. This is our chance now. Prepare yourselves. I'm ready. Be with us, Peaches. As Llywelyn will cast Bless.
Well then, I guess this is it. As close my eyes for a moment and then just concentrate and utter a few words. And then as I open my eyes again, there's this like flash of radiant, like with a red hue of this like bright burst for a moment. And then you just see it start to swirl, and then it starts to rotate, and then it separates and separates and separates as I cast a crown of stars, as these stars start rotating over my head. And then I turn and I say, Rook, give me your sword. Hold it out.
Which one?
Probably the Vorpal, the one that you use the most.
He's just gonna hold it out.
And Asher will reach up to the very tip of the sword, and he will press his hand on it, and he will wrap it around and draw blood. And as he draws blood, you start to see it kind of drip and kind of careen down the sword, and then it just slowly gets hotter and hotter, and before it ignites and spirals down the sword and wraps around your hand, and then next thing you know, it's wrapped around your entire body, as I will cast Fire Shield on you.
Ooh. That is the... What did you do?
Now you can see, and when you get in the midst of things, my flames will protect you.
It is, I'm not going to lie, that's pretty cool. I've never been on fire before.
Will he have fire resistance or cold resistance?
I'm gonna say, based on where we're at, it seems like cold would be the play, and from a understanding of, I don't know, I guess I think in Asher's mind and the intelligence of what they're facing, it seems like cold would be the smarter play here.
Cold resistance is.
Cold resistance would be that. If we go see my uncle, it's probably going to be the other way. But
now a fire giant stomps down.
Yeah, right. I mean, it could be. I don't know, but
oh, look at the token, dude! Look at the token!
Oh yeah, nice.
Oh hell yeah!
So we've never been blessed in a Shadow Realm before. So we've never seen the bless effect like go off like that.
Oh, that's cool. That's so cool.
Is it will? Yes, I think it is. It is go time now. He's gonna try to shift. I don't know if it's possible right now.
Yes, you can shift.
It was
just
the tea.
echoes throughout the chamber. That's a lot better.
You look good, my friend.
Thanks.
Let's kill some shadows.
And I'm going to use my loincloth to get my temp HP for that too. Boom.
Let us all hold hope within our hearts. As Marcel will cast Beacon of Hope on the entire party. Going in stacked. Who all is concentrating now? I know Llywelyn's concentrating. Marcel's concentrating.
Not sure Rook's even capable of concentrating.
Does Fire Shield hold concentration?
That's the great thing. Neither of them do.
Neither of them do. Let's go.
So there's a reason I cast both of them. By the way, Crown of Stars is my 7th level spell. So.
Ooh, damn.
But I figured having 7 motes of radiant is probably pretty good in the Shadowlands. So it's like.
What level did you cast Fire Shield at?
I cast it at the base level, 4th.
Okay, 4th. So just 88. Got it.
Yep.
Boop. Macro
As you stare back as those shades begin to raise and lift this massive totem of bones from the chasm of darkness inside your palace. I will let you guys refill your beverages. We will roll initiative.
Actually, I'm just gonna plane shift out. Fuck that thing.
This is what happens when you. This is what happens when you don't get vaccinated for polio. Get a fucking vaccination.
Sheesh. Oh, I think I need a Voodoo Ranger to finish out this.
Let's go! Game on. Burning Man! As you should be, 40. You should be stoked. Hey, Retro, how you doing over on YouTube land? The throwdown begins.
I grabbed 2. My babies. My babies.
My baby. My baby.
Yeah, I had that thought of Fire Shield, like, and how it would work with, you know, like grabbing the end of the sword and then the blood kind of turning into the flame. I was just like, oh, that's too good.
Nope.
And I figured, what other way? Because it gives you 10 feet, it's 20 feet out of dim light, so it's like perfect. Chad, if you're not drinking Voodoo Ranger, I don't know what you're doing.
What you doing with yourselves?
It's real good. Get you some juice for us. You won't regret it.
My only regret is all my Voodoo Rangers at the lake at the moment. I didn't bring it back home with me.
Can't believe that's the first time that I've actually thought about like darkness and not being able to see mud, because you just are so perceptive all the time.
Yeah, I have advantage on smell checks, which still work when I'm in darkness.
Yeah, 100%.
I can cast darkness, but I can't see it.
But that's why I was like, oh, this would be even cooler because I was like, well, you're going in and like I thought of like some of the.
Boom, bro.
Wow, you're just stop.
Put that on my token. What are you
Just
doing?
stop. What are you doing?
What are you doing? Don't roll that as me. Oh God! See, now you're affecting me.
Oh, I can roll.
God damn it.
Oh, we
What
rolled
is
for
with
initiative.
my fucking ones, dude?
Okay, initiative roll. Here we go. All right, I'll take it.
16, not bad.
All right, Marcel's got to be better, right? Oh my God, that one came across.
Don't you want the healer to be in that nat 1 position?
Well, technically, they're both kind of, you know.
I would like a one at about a middle of the group. It's kind of here where I like to dwell.
I mean, well, technically, it's your game. You could just cheat if you wanted.
Cheat, bro.
Rule of
Gee, I mean,
cool.
You're the fucking DM. Who's gonna tell on you?
There's another nat one. Oh my God.
And a nat 20. On the Bone Claw Totem? Are you fucking me?
Oh!
Bro, what are you doing?
My domain.
You need to just like put the dice down and.
All right, guys, we'll see you next week. It's like, oh God.
I knew this as soon as you started rolling all those nat 1s earlier. In my brain, I literally was saying, as soon as we get a boss, it's just gonna be nat 20s.
I hate you when you say that.
Happens every day, dude. I just know in my brain when 20s are coming.
Let's see. What lets me re-roll initiative?
That's the thing, right?
Uh-huh.
I can hear myself.
I have a relentless. I will take that. Let me re-roll, please.
Can you still hear yourself?
No, I think it was when your headphones got right next to your mic.
Yeah, that happens.
You are ready to roll.
When I turned. Well, it's 0.08.
I'll take that. A little bit better than
The
13.
honey's stuck on my hand. Yes.
I'm having a
I
moment.
thought we had a moment.
Oh, fuck.
Help us, everyone. That's a lot of them. Not really, but they're scary. They're gonna hurt.
All right. Everybody set. Relentless are in.
Let me double check.
I'm not risking it. Every time I do that, I get
I'm
worse.
good with where I'm at it. No, actually, wait. I'm way down here. Fuck that. I'm gonna do a relentless.
All right.
Adam, I threw a 2, so I didn't really have much to lose.
Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah.
Let's go. That's a win. We know we have such a poor record with Relentless. You know what? I will celebrate our Relentless wins.
I was nervous because that was my only relentless. I was like, I don't know, but then 14 put me way too far fucking down there.
And before they just are all fire, and I'm like, well, I chose the wrong one. Sorry, bud. Yes.
Yeah.
I have no idea. We'll find out.
I mean, if they're fire, that's great because it'll take that cold damage.
All right. For the sake of brevity, I'm going to have you guys walk down from the palisade. I'm going to put you at the bottom of the steps.
Is this like in the middle, like an open chasm?
Yes, that is an open chasm. Whoa.
Okay.
Nope, not going there.
Overextended.
This is not where I want to be.
Fact, I'll be. No,
How deep is that?
I don't know.
Okay.
about as deep as the Port of Rook.
Port of fucking Rook.
I'm gonna dock in the Port of Rook.
That's where the university is. Where it came loudly.
As you see that totem raise up, it disappears in the darkness. And then you just feel as you've been picked up in a tornado of bone, sticks, and debris as it shadow jumps. Constitution DC 17 for all of you. Let's go.
Constitution.
Mine not roll.
Good rolls, baby.
I don't think. Oh, there it was.
Make sure to turn your oh, is your bless is on. Your bless is on. Never mind.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's in through Foundry.
Yeah, you're
Oh yeah, I forgot I can add
You
that.
said DC 17. I might throw an inspo on that.
if you're rolling off of your D&D Beyond sheet, there's a way to turn it on through options. I don't know if it's
it'll be a 19-3. Use an inspo.
19, you will save. I'm trying to click on yours. I can't tell if it rolled with a 1d4 or not.
Mine?
No,
Mine did
Asher's.
not. Mine did not. There's a 2. So it's 21, 22, 23. And then I'm going to find the thing and
This count as a melee attack?
No, technically it's a saving throw, but I mean it's meleeing inside of a saving throw. What are you thinking?
I was just wondering about fire shield, because I think it's hits you with a melee attack. The shield erupts with the effect. I didn't know if this would count since he's like jumping on us or whatever. I didn't know what exactly he's doing here.
On this, since it's a saving throw, I'm gonna leave this one off and I'm gonna leave it on direct.
Okay, direct melees.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right, so we're all gonna take half damage. We all succeed. $32 points halved, so it'll be 16 points of necrotic damage. Josiah, make sure that you look up all the stuff that you've gotten for the Shadow Realm. You have quite a bit of things that affect differently inside this realm.
Trust me, I'm looking through all my fetish notes right now.
Yeah. All right, everybody succeeds. 16 points off from them. And then it disappears into the shadow once again. And then you just hear wind picking up and swirling before you begin to smell this just absolutely putrid breath. And it gets expunged as it fleshes itself back out again. Constitution DC 17. Let's go, big rolls, man.
A second.
No. go, Marcel, nat 1.
That's not good.
I don't think my con is rolling correctly.
I'm also gonna make a Constitution saving throw for that previous damage. These guys both have Warcaster. Barley's Bless is still up. And
That's weird. All my stats are wrong on the in Foundry.
ooh, wow, Beacon of Hope barely stays up. It's all right. I'll fix him real quick. What's your strength?
+7.
Sure.
They're all 2 off because I have Dark Augmentation, which is not being applied.
Okay, so we'll go. We got to go 24 to get you a 7. Then we need to go 16 on Dex, 24 on Constitution.
Yeah, so I'm 7, 7, 7, and then 3 to -1. Yeah,
Okay, cool.
cool. I just noticed that. I was like, what the fuck? One of those features that probably
Yeah, that just
isn't
didn't
loaded into Foundry yet.
come across. Oh man, I'm scared. Marcel is now currently restrained as he begins to petrify.
Oh.
He will take max damage on this petrifying breath. 60 points of damage to Marcel. Everybody else did 32, and we all saved, so half of that. So another 16 points of damage.
Opening round, there go the 10 hit points. Opening move, 10 hit points gone.
End of its turn. Marcel. Got to make a con save. Got to start breaking this petrification. I'm restrained. Does Marcel have greater restoration? I believe so. Yeah, we're just going to go ahead and cast that. Marcel's going to cast greater restoration on himself. It's going to be end of his turn, so he does not petrify. Not making that fucking roll. Just burn it and fucking move on. But now we know if petrifying breath comes out on that fail, you get one more chance and then you get sucked up. Josiah, it is your turn.
Well, shit. I want to hit it with something, but everything is so far away. So can we see this shadow bone totem in the middle or not?
If you have dark vision, you can.
Yeah, I got dark vision. I know. He disappears in the darkness, so I don't know if it's something that I can see or not.
No, he's there. He's very there because he disappeared and fucking and coughed up shit all over us. Oh, let's go. Barley's resistant to poison. He's gonna get 16 HP back. Let's fucking go.
Wait, I'm also resistant to poison. Was that?
Oh, so am I.
Necrotic?
I forgot. I am also resistant to poison. Does that mean I get half of the save back?
Wasn't it necrotic though?
Oh yeah, wasn't it necrotic?
One was necrotic, one was poison.
Oh,
The first one was, second one was poison. So 8. I get 8 back.
8 back.
Yeah. Good call, DM. Good call.
On
I
it.
forgot. Look at your sheets.
On it.
I was looking at that earlier and I was like, damn, if only it was poison.
but it was.
Yeah, Shadow Jump was necrotic. That was poison.
Okay, dope.
It deals necrotic damage. I don't think necrotic is going to be that helpful against it. So
Cast Blight.
It heals.
Ooh, I gotta do God, that's 60. Shit. Beacon of Hope's gonna probably be down if I don't throw a 20.
Oh yeah, because you're on save for 30.
Oh, dude! Oh. I'm gonna throw a luck on that. Fuck it.
luck it, let's go.
Fuck it, luck it. Oh my god!
So close.
Fucking flashed again. All right, Beacon of Hope is fucking trashed. Oh, come on, Barley. This shouldn't be a big deal for him. Let's go. Bless is still up. Beacon of Hope is gone. Fucking auto crit heals. Can't have nice things, can we?
No, we try. All right, well, as far as he is away, I'm going to shoot at him with the shrimp pistol. We're going to try hit big with a cavitation blast.
Hit that fucking cricket while you're at it.
I get up and shake the toolbox, but he just keeps coming back. I got
He's with
both
a-
cats out here. Then you know what they're doing? They're sitting over by the front of the garage door, just enjoying that cool air. Two cats, not one of them can find that cricket.
Sounds like they're both from Boxstern. 26 to hit. Which one you aiming at?
The big guy in the middle, the bone clawed totem.
Bone Claw Totem. That'll hit.
All right, so with the cavitation blast, that will need to be DC 17 Constitution saving throw, or he's going to take some extra damage. He can take damage from the shot, and then if he doesn't succeed, then he gets more.
You big boy.
Yeah, we tried.
20.
Boy.
Bone Claw Totem will save.
Then piercing, 3 thunder, 25 sneak attack.
10 piercing, 3 thunder, 13, 30, 38 points.
I just realized my initiative was wrong as well, so it should have been 5 higher.
Yeah.
Dims the brakes.
I'm going back and checking every stat now.
All right. Action.
Right, I still got another shot and another sneak attack that comes in at half, so I'm going to shoot the shrimp pistol over at the dread shade to this side now.
Got it.
It's 21 hit.
21 will hit.
Ooh, hot! So that's 28 halved. I'll do the math on that for you.
14 plus 18, 32 points on this side. Let's go. Good shot.
And that will be my turn with those 2 shots.
Any movement?
I'm gonna stay here locked in with the front line currently.
Rook, it is your turn.
Okay. Let's Let's see, I should have light around me about 20 feet worth of that. If I run up to over yonder, will I be able to see this dude?
Go ahead and get rid of this. Yeah.
I should be able to see him.
Yep.
How much got the movement? I'm actually gonna run all the way up here to him since I don't know how deep that cliff is. Can I see how deep that cliff is now that I'm here?
Look over your 20 feet, still peer into darkness.
Okay. Dope. Okay, first things first, I will...
And it's 20-foot radius around you?
It's 10 feet of bright and then 10 feet of dim, so yeah, 20. With the shield. I will Hunter's Mark him. I shouldn't have rolled that. Whoops. Hunter's Mark him as the bonus action, and I will also add my brand of castigation to him as well. And then I'm going to take an attack with that Vorpal Sword. So that is a 33 to hit.
I thought you were starting that off with a 20. I'm not gonna lie. I saw that. I was like,
33 to hit. I assume that's gonna hit.
33 is gonna hit.
All right, that's the first damage, and then we've got 12 plus Hunter's Mark, plus that's the wrong one. Ignore that. So 17 plus the brand of castigation, 18 plus my 8 for my blood curse, 22 on the first hit. 22 points of damage. Does lightning take full effect?
Yes.
Okay, so lightning, slashing, and then Hunter's Mark is necrotic, though, isn't it?
Is your Hunter's Mark necrotic?
I don't know. I got it with this feat. Really didn't say. I just got it with one of the items you gave me that I can cast it once per long rest.
it's just an extra 1d6 damage.
Oh yeah, right.
It's just more
Weapon
damage.
Weapon damage. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
My mistake. That'll be a 29 on the second one. I assume. Kind of castigation, and then Crimson. So 16 plus 9, another 25 points of damage on the second strike.
Another 25.
And actually, let me look at what this says. I don't know if that Hunter's Mark requires a... No, it's just a... Yeah, I've got another attack. Okay. 25 hit?
25 will hit.
Whew.
Damage.
He's a big boy. A lot of meat there.
So that is 17, 25, 26 more points of damage. I need to just make a macro roll at the same time.
Is that the end of your attacks?
That is, yeah, that's it.
As you carve in to this totem, it peels flesh and bone. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw. Make sure I don't have advantage on that.
Oh, 18, that'll do it.
18. Yeah,
20, get extra 2 on there.
20. Oh yeah, that's right. I have advantage against spells cast within 5 feet of me. I don't know if this is a spell.
No.
Okay.
All right, you succeed. You are not feared.
Dope.
Anything else for your turn?
Nope, I'm good.
Dread Shade. It's going to toss a grave bolt across from where it's at. Back towards you, Josiah.
Never mind. Is he
It's not
close
gonna
enough?
get it.
Not going to hit.
Just for reference, is this dude close enough where I can reaction with that Mage Hunter sword to cut the spell?
On this one, it's a cantrip anyway.
Okay, all right.
No, you got to be.
Like direct line of sight.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
It's going to miss. And then it's going to float over here and it's going to do a melee attack. .23 on Rook. That'll expinge.
I will reaction Blood Curse of the Eyeless. To make that a 19, which still fucking hits. Nope, it ties. It still fucking hits.
There's layers there.
Damn it.
19 points of necrotic damage.
Okay.
But with your fire shield,
Oh yeah, he takes 2d8 of cold damage if that applies. So 12.
And they are immune to cold damage.
Ah, you fuck. Asher!
no, isn't it protect you from cold?
No,
It doesn't do
well,
cold damage.
if they hit me, it bursts out an energy blast of that damage type that I'm protected by as well, protected from.
Oh.
So I, when they hit me with it, the shield erupts with that flame, and they take 2d8
Okay.
cold damage from a cold shield.
So Adam, I know what your I know what your intention was, and I was
Yeah.
just enjoying this up to the point. So it could be an RP moment. You may now change it back to flame.
Yeah. That's, yeah.
oh,
Sorry. The flames get a little hotter.
I knew what you meant. I was like, I'm just gonna let it come out in story for fun. He'll take the 12 damage.
Okay, so 12 fire damage.
Read your spells, guys. I don't know.
Oh.
Boom. That'll be the
backwards.
end of their turn. Asher, it is your turn, my dude.
Okay. Fuck this guy and everyone else. I'm going.
Confront the storm. You're going backwards.
It is over. I have the high ground.
Try it.
Oh no, he did not.
As I go, and then I will begin to cast a spell.
This guy over here is going to try to counterspell this Dread Shade.
You little lint liquor.
There's a lot of lint lickers over here.
Yes.
These guys are. One, 20. .24 is the line.
I did do my regular spell attack, right?
Yep.
That was not very good.
Oh, but it's beatable. I don't know if you want a luck. I'll send you a luck.
I mean, I have luckies. Unless you have an innate lucky, then I'll take that over burning a card.
Yeah, I got the innate lucky.
And yeah, I mean, sure, absolutely.
Boom, I'll mark another one off.
Oh, I didn't know. Also, to keep into account what level and things. This is a 4th level spell.
4th level spell. This is a baseline, so you got a +1 right now.
Okay, so just add 1 to this then. Here's the luck. Come on.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go.
As you see this red beam streak out as I cast Fireball and have it erupt right here, so it hits all 3 of them. Haven't thrown the Fireball in a minute, but we're here to play. So they all have to make a dex save of 18 or take half damage.
You put that on me too, right?
Say what?
You put that on me too?
No, I put it far enough back where I'm trying to avoid you.
Okay.
Because these are big heals,
Okay, so what I'm going to ask you to do is place it through Foundry.
Okay.
So you go to your spell book, and then Fireball will still be on the 3rd level.
Yep.
Let's go. Come on, get him.
Fireball. You just cast it like that. Cast spell.
That work? Ooh, baby.
Oh, that's so cool. Man, I tell you, Foundry is just the coolest thing ever. It's just like, I just literally like, where do I put it? Boop, right there.
The automated effects modules have gotten pretty good lately.
Yeah. But also you're resistant to it anyway, so that thing erupts, but like you don't really feel it. You're just like, huh.
Nope.
And then yeah, it's a spell save, or it's a dexterity saving throw, 18.
Dread Shade on the 1st. Ooh, it gets fucked up. Bone Totem. Oh,
it gets fucked up.
Come on.
Oh, the last one saves.
All right. So this is 96 fire damage. It'll be 31 fire damage to Bone Totem and the one shade that failed, and then 16 for the other one.
hell yeah.
And then as a bonus action, after I send that beat out, you just see me grab one of those motes and I just flick it right afterwards and hurl it. I'm gonna hurl it at this this shade right here.
There's a big smile over the recently unpetrified Marcel's face as you send the flames.
26.
26 will hit.
So that'll be 4d12 radiant damage.
Woo!
35 radiant damage, 7th level spell. Let's go.
Smoke him, baby. Smoke him.
That thing is fucking awesome. I fucking love it.
I mean, it's a big spell, but the fact that it's not concentration and as a bonus action, I can whip one of those out every single turn is pretty dope. So yeah, that front shade next to Rook's going to take
The 35.
radiant. And then I'm just going to yell out, Josiah, watch to your left for the other shade. And that'll be my turn. And that'll be it. Oh god, it's their turn.
Dread shade across. It just got not as fucked up as the rest.
Tickled. Yeah, tickled. Great minds.
Can't help it.
Yep.
You're a world away, but still right here next to me.
Ah, like a cricket in the wind.
Fuck off.
Like a cricket in the wind.
Jiminy Cricket.
Or radio in the summertime.
Oh,
You got 2 cats. Not one of them can deal with that son of a
just
bitch.
chilling. They're just vibing.
It's just gotten so lazy, man. It's just so comfy over at the Mang house, you know?
It's about time you built that new studio.
I am Callus Resurrected.
All right. They're going to begin to cast a spell. It is
Counterspell.
6th level.
Wait, which one's casting the spell? That one. Okay.
As you can see it manifesting shadow blades around it. This is Steel Wind Strike.
Ooh, goddamn.
Am I able to reaction that one with my baby blade?
Unfortunately, it is far out of your grasp.
I will counterspell.
Depends who he's attacking.
Here.
True.
Oh my god, I got somebody tabs everywhere.
Tabs. Tabs, tabs, tabs.
tabs, tabs, tabs.
Tabs.
Tabs, tabs, tabs. All right, here's your line. No!
Oh, that's not a line. That's a death sentence.
At least the first Steel Wind Strike was the nat 20. That's all you can think about on that.
The D20 plus that. Oh. It's a 30, but I don't know if I'm gonna be able to stop the nat 20, even if I go higher. So
No,
yeah.
20's a 20.
Do I luck it?
I would.
Yeah, but you also have a higher probability of landing
that's
a
me.
20
Hey,
than I
you know
do.
what, Adam? Just channel your inner fucking mud. That's all you got to do.
Yeah, that's true. I'm gonna save the luck.
Let's see what could have been. So you better.
No, that's you rolling it. He has to roll it for it to actually fucking happen.
I gotta roll an attack that's a save now, so I never know.
If I can't do it, he can't do it. I mean, that's circular reasoning here.
Thanks for the
Sometime
arcane
I'll
recovery,
fly
y'all.
And the earth.
As I try to counterspell and it doesn't work, and I'm like, dang it.
All right. First blade. Could be over on you, Rook.
That will hit.
Whoa.
And I'm unable to slice this with that Mage Hunter blade as it's attacking me.
On the Steel Wind Strike, yes.
Okay. Then I would like to try to do that.
I'm sorry. I'm not communicating on the same level. Like you got to hit to interrupt.
Right. How we ruled it before with the Werewolf God was that it also had the property basically of a counter spell where I could slice the spell in the air to dispel it or counterspell it. I don't know. After that, we never really figured out any other mechanics, but so I don't know how it was supposed to work.
Like it could dispel the bolt coming at you.
Okay,
and not
so
the entire spell.
in this case, what it would be, because it changes for every kind of spell effect essentially. Yeah. So now the spell is interacting with you. It's making essentially a spell melee attack against you. You would have to make a counter strike against it.
Okay.
If you hit above a 20, then it'll dissipate that spell blade. Is what it would do.
Cool.
Which is dope.
Sorry, just had to big brain it out. I'm like, okay, what part do I do this on?
That's what you do.
There it goes.
Let's go.
Just had to big brain it out, dude.
Counterspell.
Hey, with a 20, I will. I'll let you reflect this thing back, man.
I finally get to use this property. Like, I wanted to do it so bad. What do I have to do to just attack?
No, I'm gonna send the 40. I'm gonna send the 41 points of the Steel Wind Strike
Oh shit. Okay.
back in the opposite direction with a 20.
Fucking that 20, you son of a bitch.
Ooh,
Nice.
okay. There is another. I probably won't want to add it on there, but
It's like, oh wait.
I think I have to hit the target. There is a thing that's like if you dispel something, if it's 7th level or lower, the target takes an additional 1d8 of force damage. But I don't think that applies if I don't hit them.
Yeah,
Like I think I have to hit them while they're casting to do that.
makes
Like a Mace
sense.
Slayer thing.
Yeah.
Dope, dude. Did you send that
So-
Steel Wind Strike back?
Sick.
That's dope. That's
That was a huge fucking damage roll too.
I try to counterspell and it doesn't work. I'm like, dang it. And then I look up and I see you just like hit it back at it. I'm just like,
Oh yeah, it's not even pretty. It's like Little League baseball swing.
Rook's teasing that and just looking for the ringworm.
yeah.
Looking for the ringworm.
Just like I'm slicing at this guy with the sword and just offhand with the mage sword. Just like ring.
Steel Wind on Barley. 23, that'll hit.
Ugh.
34
Nice.
points.
To be able to counter all that. Ugh.
Marcel. $27 is going to hit Marcel. He's going to take 33. Steel Wind headed towards you, Josiah.
That'll hit. Okay, he dodged to half that.
Hell yeah. I'm going to take the concentration off of Marcel right now, and I'm going to do a Constitution saving throw for Llywelyn to keep Bless up.
Oh my god.
Oh, shit. I actually have to go back and look at that fucking damage now. I took 34, so I'm going to need to make a 17. I'm gonna-
17 contact, yeah.
I'm just going to go ahead and use my third and final luck on that. Oh my god, I thought I fucking rolled a 3.
That was almost the 3. That was almost the 3.
Fucking keeping Bless up in this shit. All right, my luckies are fucking burned. And then this one's going over towards you, Asher.
Yeah.
Last one. Fucking rolled hot on all of them.
Damn.
That will hit.
26 points, force damage. End of their turn.
Glad we've got the better spot in the initiative.
Yeah, right.
Oh, it sucked to take all that first.
This shade is going to go in on Josiah.
Marcel,
hello.
away.
Run away! Run away!
Death Claw, first strike.
That hits.
Death Claw, second strike.
Oh, fuck. Just hits.
17 and 17. 34 points of necrotic.
Got it.
This shithead is way in the back in the cheap seats.
It goes home.
It decides it doesn't want to be here anymore.
Wee all the way home.
Wee is right.
The only happy shade of them all.
And it's going to move up 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And it is gonna grave bolt Josiah.
That one's gonna hit.
DC 16 strength saving throw.
This will be strength +2, whatever it is. So that will be
16.
16.
That'll save.
Let's go.
As you resist getting hit by this grave bolt, you can see these shadowy hands coming up through the marble down below, trying to lock you in place, but you're able to resist and pull off of them.
Fuck no, you don't.
Where it's at, that is the end of its turn. Llywelyn's turn. Oh, Marcel's got to get healed. No doubt about that. Let's just run over. Oh, I keep selecting everybody. Let's just go ahead and run over here and give ourselves a good old-fashioned twin spell, shall we? T-pose.
Better than T-Pain.
Nothing better than T-Pain, dog. Let's see if I can hit crit. Can't crit. So I'm going to use a 4th level Cure Wounds coming in. Wish it was beaconed.
Yeah, that would have been real nice.
28 points to Marcel. 28 points to you, Josiah.
Appreciate that. Oh, fuck. Thank you. Oh.
My pleasure.
Got any of that honey left?
That is the honey.
Feels real good. Thank you.
All right, and I do have preserved life. That's dope. That's dope. Okay. Noted, don't need to use it just yet. Oh, hey, my keyboard just died. Let's plug that in.
Do it.
Do it.
Execute keyboard plugging in 66.
This fucking guy.
He goes home. Wishful thinking.
Call attack on Rook.
32 will do it.
28 piercing, 6 necrotic. Or 16 necrotic.
I'll take half of that piercing, so 30 total.
Ooh.
Second piercing claw attack on you.
That'll hit.
26 piercing, 7 necrotic.
So 20 total for me.
It's going to recharge its shadow jump, or try to.
Those melee attacks, it will take, I guess for each one of those, it'll take 2d8s of fire damage.
Yeah.
So 17
Ooh,
fire
good
damage.
roll. Oh, damn it. I thought that was, it's like, fuck, 17 on the first.
Yeah. I got
One more than max.
That's amazing. Those are really good rolls.
Fucking, this dude can't be stopped.
Not a terrible roll.
Hey, I mean,
No.
damage is damage, and it's not concentration. That's the great thing about it. So,
Recharging its petrifying breath back.
oh god. Oh.
Let's go. Double ones, man. Those are both down. All right. You're going to see its bones begin to lock in place as it rejuvenates.
I don't allow it.
This is your world and we live in it. Oh, it's got a big rejuvenation.
Rolled low.
We need
So,
that.
I regain 6 points every time I'm below half.
3d12 every time it rejuvenates. That's
Yeah, well,
ouch.
I regain every short or long rest. So, so really, who's got the better end of the draw here?
Yeah, you're right.
That's the end of its turn.
Got lucky.
All right, y'all. Marcel's turn. What do you want him to do? He's got a lot of stuff that's necrotic based and shadow based as well. He's got Dance Macabre, Circle of Death, Finger of Death, Blight.
A lot of that doesn't help us here.
Mud?
Finger of Death is dependent on HP total.
Mm-hmm. If I remember it correctly, yeah.
Yeah, if they're below 100
like
HP,
100,
I
right?
believe.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that one dude, it's not
Probably
necrotic, is it? Finger of Death, or is it?
Might be, yeah. Unsure.
Probably.
Might just be
Pretty
instantaneous
sure.
I feel like necrotic against these guys is not going to be the play.
effect.
Nope.
Yeah. Oh, I can see his character sheet. Let me see.
Yes, it is necrotic.
Okay. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I trusted Mud last time we did this together because he's run classes like this before, and I've
You guys
never...
are running the show then. 'Cause
I'm gonna be honest. Probably Eldritch Blast is probably not a bad idea unless we want him to heal.
I mean, he could heal himself.
yeah, himself or you, but Eldritch Blast might be the play.
Also, he could cast Innervation, which would then he would siphon off the health every single round if it's successful. But that's necrotic too. Never mind. I'm an idiot. Yeah, it's pretty much either healing with his stuff, or it's got to be something like either Witch Bolt, which is a continual concentration one that can drop a D12 or several D12s of damage every single round.
I like Witch Bolt.
A Witch Bolt on the big guy, maybe?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Witch Bolt on the big guy, so every turn he just pops it, pops
see.
it,
Yeah.
pops it.
Send in the big man.
At first level, it's like, what, 1D12? But I think you get an extra D12.
All right, so you guys want to Hex and Witch Bolt then?
1D12 for each slot above first. So if you did a third level, you could get 3D12.
He's got an 8th level spell.
Oh,
You could
do
crank-
you could do 8 D12 if you wanted.
I mean,
For 7d12.
let's fucking Faust full send this because this is a big battle.
Okay. Yeah.
8th level. 8th level. I don't think I've ever cast an 8th level fucking Witch Bolt.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
He just doesn't have a lot that is gonna
Help.
Just so much necrotic.
Yeah.
Fucking Spirit Fingers, boys. 8th level Witch Bolt. Here it comes.
Get it out in chat. We can see those fingers. Get them up towards the screen. We need them.
Gotta-
Every
gonna have to
bit of
make a
fucking energy you
save,
got,
yeah.
channel it towards this fucking channel right now.
Let's see here.
That save's probably gonna be hard to do though. I don't know. 'Cause
Ranged
on-
spell attack.
Oh no, wait. It's
It's just a ranged spell attack.
is it? Oh, is it to hit?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yep. You just throw it out.
Here we go. 8th level. He's going blasting. Yes! Let's go! Oh!
Nice.
Woo!
D12 lightning damage.
Get out of our fucking land.
Yeah.
Demanifest this massive fucking Witch Bolt. Come on, baby.
There can be a
Come on, give. The baby gotta live.
Yeah.
47. Let's go.
47 points of lightning, and that's locked on.
Yeah.
Non-concentration. He's got it each turn.
It's not concentration. Oh shit.
That's so fucking boss.
No,
It is concentration. Damn it. It is concentration.
Yeah. But
Stand
every
in the back.
action, he just 8d12, 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 as long as he can hold it.
Yeah.
Back to concentrating.
Put his ass way back.
Chat, send this motherfucker all the luckies
Yeah.
and as good as you can.
Dimension door his ass way out of there.
He also has 3 luckies, so that That'd be the perk. All right. Do you want him to drink his greater healing potion with his bonus action?
Yeah, slurp that motherfucker.
Yeah.
What's he down like 50 HP? Yeah.
How many dice is that?
60, like so. Greater is
Greater is 4d4 plus 4.
Yeah.
It's 44 plus 4.
44 plus 4.
44.
Oh, holy shit. That's a pretty good roll.
2 4s, a 3 and a 1. Hell yeah.
All right, 16 back.
Not bad.
17. Right. Oh wait, no, 16. Sorry, wrong one.
All right, and you guys want him to step the fuck back. 5, 10,
Yeah, as long as you have
5,
range on that. Pretty
15,
far, right?
20, 25,
Take
30.
the root of Asher, get as far away from the combat as you can.
He looks back at Asher now that he's come back this way. They hit strong.
I can tell. Awesome.
I can't tell what it is.
Wow.
Dude, 8th level Witch
You gotta
Bolt.
show me that one.
Does this show you the range in Foundry? 30
It's
feet.
30 feet.
What, his movement?
No, the range of Witch Bolt is 30 feet.
It's 30 feet.
I don't think that matters if he moves out of range afterwards, though, does it?
No, because he triggers it within range and then
Triggers,
moved
okay,
out.
yeah.
So he could move back in and then,
Got it.
or actually,
I don't know. I've never had to cast Witch
I mean,
Bolt. and
you're
then
talking
move out of
to
range.
Asher, the king of dropping this and running away.
Yeah, he can move. He can move away from it. Like,
Okay, yeah. It's 30 feet to cast it. It doesn't
Yeah.
say 30 feet to continually cast it.
no. Josiah, it is your turn.
Yes.
Got the dude up in your chili.
Yep. This this guy, he jumps up in his chili. He's standing in front of him after he took that shot. And with one hand, he looks down and tucks that trip pistol into his coat. And the other hand reaches behind his back and he smiles. I'm so glad you took the bait. As he whips out Heaven's Edge.
yeah.
Yes. Let's go.
And he goes to swing with the guy in front of him.
Execute Shadow Dread 1.
27 to hit.
Just makes the save.
Son of a bitch.
How does this motherfucker who's ugly and terrifying have a 10 charisma bonus? I don't understand it.
Hey, you know what? That's just the way it is. We don't make the rules.
Oh
we
wait,
just
never
play-
mind. I get it now. It's his abs.
All right, so you got 25, 17, and 11.
Damn, that's good.
That's
Sheesh.
53 points of damage on that first swing.
Got a shit rocked.
Just a quick question, DM. Does it appear after seeing my crown and his swipe, does Radiant seem to have any additional effect or no?
No, it does not have any additional effect, but it does full damage.
Noted.
It's also like it's cutting swaths through that shadow. You can
Yeah, it's
imagine
like-
like it's just like at this point you have like
Yep, I get it. All good.
As like a hunter with a like a crazy ass arc staff, Josiah whips that thing around and swings back again with Heaven's Edge into the shade in front of him. .28 hit.
remember that you have Rockish on both attacks because you have 2 sneak attacks now.
Oh, I have Rockish on both because of that. Oh, I see. I thought I only got on the first one, but I got sneak attack on both.
If you have sneak attack, that means that you have advantage.
Yeah.
Let's see what the advantage roll looks like on that. Oh, not a.
His second one is half the sneak attack damage, but
Yeah.
he gets it.
So it's 28.
28 is still hit.
So that's half of 24 plus 18 and 8. That's 38 points of damage on that second swing.
Oh, the dude gets messed up. but still standing.
Son of a bitch. Bonus action.
Oh, it's got to make its charisma saving throw? My bad.
Yeah.
Oh.
You need a 4 or lower.
Oh, damn it. Huh? There it is. I'm staying locked in with Llywelyn. I'm
Swing away.
acting as his barrier because I know he's concentrating on some important shit.
Swing away.
All right, Rook's turn.
All right, I'm gonna actually turn to this Dread Shade and make an attack at him first. That Vorpal Sword. Oh, it's a crit!
Let's go! Off with his head!
Yeah.
You crit on that mother trucker, don't you?
Yeah.
Yes, you do.
I just I take that sword and I actually flip around in my hand and I just drive it overhanded into the chest of this thing and just split it down the middle. And as it's dying, I'm gonna use my reaction to Cauterizing Flames as I suck in all that shadow to heal for 9.
Hell yeah.
Oh, hell yes. That's
Let's go.
So, and then I will turn back to the Bone Claw and take my other 2 attacks. First one coming in.
Oh, God, it was there
21.
again.
The 21 hit.
21 does hit.
Okay, well,
Look, he's easier to hit, but is like just beefcake. It's just beefcake.
it doesn't like my macro. Hold on. So that'll be that.
What about your micros?
Plus this. Plus this.
Yes.
Plus this.
Yeah.
So that'll be 19, 27, 28 points of damage on that first swing. And then another swing coming in.
Oh.
Does a 20 hit?
20 does not hit.
I'll throw an inspo on it.
Yes.
28. That'll hit. So we'll do that plus that plus that plus this. So that is 28. Sorry, yeah, 28, 30, 33 points of damage on the second hit.
Go. Bones beginning to crash down into the darkness below.
Perfect. That's it. 3 hits and a reaction. Got it. Staying locked in.
All right. After you carved away DC 17 Fear Aura.
Okay, DC 17, saving throw. Easy.
Yeah, easy peasy.
I don't know about easy. It took about everything to get there, but I like it. I like it.
This is why you roll nat ones, because you doubt the dice. You gotta stop doubting and believe in them.
Believe in the heart.
Can you use a reaction to make a melee attack against you, Mud?
Okay.
So get that dice ready.
Got it.
Well, it does not have one of the other shadows around with him. And you got that light around you, so it's just a regular roll.
That'll hit.
Yeesh. Damn.
So I'll take 28 total with that 28 being halved. He'll take 6 fire damage.
Take 6. Asher, it is your turn.
Asher will take a second and he'll kneel down behind the shrubbery, hiding for a moment. And he'll peer through towards the big creature and he'll just focus for a moment. And he'll draw upon the words of his friends, realizing that this is one of the de facto hearts of darkness that he's been searching for this entire time. And he draws within his innate ability and he musters up that fire within himself and he will subtle spell in the hopes of not being counterspelled, and he will cast Disintegrate on the Bone Claw at 6th level. This has never worked, ever. So I'm just like, please, one time work. So
there's only going to be
work, baby. Come on, you got this.
one person that can detect this magical presence. This will be an Arcana check with disadvantage for the Dread Shade that is locked up here with Josiah. What is your spell save DC, Asher?
18.
18. Here it comes. Let that spell rip.
Noise.
So the spell rips.
Come on, baby.
Now I sent it at the big guy in the hopes that he's not very dexterous. So he has to make a dex save of 18. This is one of those all or nothing spells. So dex save 18.
And they got dissonant whispers.
Oh, my eye just twitched there and like locked
I
up.
thought you weren't like looking, like I can't look. I was like, no, it turns out you just,
It's just
yeah,
having a
I was
stroke.
like, fuck.
Quit staring at computer screens all day.
No, you can't. You gotta do it. Keep
Hopefully
staring.
the bone guy's eye also itches during this moment. It's just,
I have found
Biggest
that.
one ever right now.
Big fucking roll. It's coming in with advantage.
oh, come on.
Double
DC.
that one.
The DC is
18. Dex,
18.
18. Duff.
Oh no.
Well, I mean, actually it doesn't really affect it at all because he saved and it doesn't take any damage regardless. So
He grabs me and uses me as a shield.
Oh,
The nat 20.
fuck. Dude, Disintegrate continues to be the fucking bane of existence.
I'm
God.
just gonna stop. I'm just gonna stop using subtle spell because that shit sucks.
This time it worked and everything's perfect.
Kind of.
Hey, might I make a suggestion for your next time you build a
did help.
character? The heightened one where they have
I
disadvantage
have
on the
heightened.
saves?
I have
Oh,
heightened.
you do?
But he has 4 spellcasters around him, so I'm like, I took the trying to get the spell off in the hopes that, you know what I mean? So it was like, it's like, which do I choose? Then I stand up and I'm like, really? And I throw a star at him.
Watch this thing hit for like 50 though.
I hope.
Use it.
Hey, what? That's an 18 on my screen. I'm so confused. All right, whatever. I'm gonna add a D10. I want to hit this bastard. I'm mad. Please roll high. Yes, thank you.
There you go.
28. Where is it? Where is this thing? There it is.
Oh, too late.
30 radiant damage.
30 radiant damage. Hey, per our spell rules, since Disintegrate didn't work, you still have a cantrip. Just because you have the crown up, that's just a bonus.
All right, so we'll see if this hits too. This is a
Hey, there
yeah. So this actually, since you did that, Asher will stand up and you'll see that like fire kind of glow in his eyes, and he's like, one day. And then he just and as he grabs this star, you just see his flame ignite in flames as he throws it, and you see this mixture of fire and radiant as he streaks the star towards him, and you can tack on 19 fire damage to that.
you go.
As I do a firebolt radiant star combo attack. So
Love it.
54 total damage off a cantrip and a bonus action. And then I look at Marcel. I'm trying. That'll be my turn.
You're doing well, my friend.
One day, chat, that Disintegrate is gonna come in clutch. One day.
Health bar is up. as bones shatter away.
Nice.
Getting there. Plugging away. These guys hit like trucks, but so do we. All right, let's keep it going.
Seeing success, this shithead's gonna move up and begin casting a spell again.
Counterspell.
Yes, please, because he's fucking stealing striking again.
Counterspell. Yeah, I'm gonna try
I
it.
was hoping because I do not have a reaction this time.
Yeah. Oh man, I'm burning through spells, y'all. Burning through spells.
Oh, let's go! It's real low. 17.
You got this, Adam.
25.
25. You will block their 5th level Steel Wind Strike.
Let's go.
Not today.
Good job, Etchard. Gray Bolt headed towards Asher.
Misses.
19 necrotic, DC 16 strength save.
Why does it gotta be strength?
Oh, shit.
Hashtag bless.
Yes.
God damn.
Oh. Llywelyn, I can kiss you.
I'm kind of sticky right now.
That's too
Makes the
much.
kiss even better.
Too much info. Also, you got some bees hanging out. I don't know what's going on there, but you need to figure it out.
That'll be the end of their turn. Dude that's locked in with Josiah.
Yes, let's go.
After that massive hit. They're going to begin casting a spell.
I cast Headbutt of Fuck You.
Fuck you.
I got nothing.
I was just checking to see if I had a reaction surge and what that did, but I don't. So never mind. He
Reaction
can do what he
surge?
wants.
You know what? I can tell you what. You can have mine.
Does that allow me to get a secondary reaction, right?
I'll read the official card.
I don't remember. I don't want to burn the card. I don't know if it's like on my... I don't remember.
Hey, we're lockstep and gone. If you want that, if we can make it work, I'll let you have it.
These guys throw some pretty nasty spells, so trying my best here.
Take a second reaction. You suffer the slow condition for the next round. Just one round of slow.
That's up to you, baby.
No, I'm a spellcaster. That's real bad for me.
All right, let's let it ride then.
Because I think he's the one that already cast a big spell, but I'm not sure.
No, this will be his first big spell. He's been up in my shit.
Oh. Oh, we'll see.
I mean, if I die, you can resurrect me, right? Right?
Yeah, that is within my wheelhouse.
All right. Rakes its claw against your beard. As it's going to bestow curse on you.
Ooh.
Oh shit! With some saving throws, guys. Not strong at this.
DC 18.
Pull a mud.
Oh, go fuck your mother! I saved!
Llywelyn's bless is saving our ass. So good.
What is your what's your Is that rolled for Marcel?
That came from my click.
He's probably just clicked onto his token.
What's your wisdom modifier?
My wisdom is a. Where's Wiz? +1.
Yeah, this is a +7 over here. For your wisdom save, what do you got on?
So if we take that away and it's a +1 instead of a +7, so it's -6. That puts us at
15.
15.
Okay. 15. Let's go for broke, y'all. So a D10 against this.
That's whoops. Ignore that.
Oh shit. We're up to 18.
18, you just make it.
Let's fucking go! Fuck your mother! Let's go!
Noise.
My faculties are mine, you son of a bitch!
Oh, it would have been bad too. You would have taken extra damage on every turn. You would have had to make wisdom saving throws or do nothing. Disadvantage on everything.
Thank you, chat. Bestowed on me life and more ass kicking for Josiah. I appreciate that.
Failed. He's gonna hit you with Grave Bolt as well.
Oh, these motherfuckers trying to hit me with Grave Bolt. All right, that's gonna hit.
Oof. DC
24
16
necrotic.
strength.
And
24
this will be
necrotic.
This will be +2 thanks to my fetish, whatever I roll.
Yeah.
Oh, 30. Yeah, we save.
You do be having those kinky fetishes.
Hey, I can't help what I do, but I just do it.
Dread Shade in the back is going to begin concentrating on a spell. With nobody having anything left,
I'll be still a strike, please.
it will cast Steel Wind Strike.
Motherfucker!
His Shadow Blades come back out. This will be against Rook.
Okay. Does not hit.
18 misses. It's going to use its one and only die.
Will hit.
Ooh, a 6.
24.
That'll hit.
Oh god, you're looking rough.
Ooh, nice low roll.
Yeah, that's a pretty good roll. I'll take that actually.
27 points of force.
Got it.
This one will come over to Josiah.
Oh, that just hits. Now we'll use my feet to half that.
Then the next one to Barley. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Miss, I want to keep this bless up.
Oh,
15 doesn't hit.
Let's go! Oh, that's good.
Does not have another dice to roll.
Good burnt.
It was a real good burn earlier for it to be low on Rook and then miss on Barley. This one will go on Marcel. We need another low one. Yes! Yes!
Oh, let's fucking go! Come on!
Nice.
Witch Bolt stays up. Wow. These guys were red hot and then went cold. Asher.
Dice want these mother dead too.
That will hit. Ooh,
Another low roll. 27.
I am a wizard. It's so funny. I saw Mud do his damage, and it was a lot like lower on the bar. Like it was very minimal. It's like I do mine, and there's a big chunk, and then I see Mud do his, and it's like beep, like a little bit, like boop.
I've been forgetting about the. Never mind. Good.
Let's go ahead and cast a Mass Cure Wounds. Let's do it.
Oh, you were so close.
Let's do a 5th level.
Let's heal everybody. Everybody in the room getting healed.
Take it at this point.
Fifth level, it gives me 4811. Okay. All right, here we go. Not bad, not bad.
Hey, healing is good.
$27
Keeping us
HP back.
alive.
I'm gonna stay where I'm at. You guys need to use the restroom, refill your beverage.
I'm good. Keep it rolling.
All right.
Rolling.
Can't. I don't. What just happened to my HP is all wrong. I think I
You're
just
dead.
took away- I think I just took
Apparently
away
you're
20
dead,
seconds.
according to this.
You're fucking dead, bro.
No, hold on. My health wasn't even that low before. What the hell just happened?
You ascended.
You were like at least half.
Yeah, you were.
I'm right. I'm like here.
I feel like you weren't that.
Oh, we just healed, right?
Yeah,
Oh no, he did the cure wounds.
27 additional.
Yes, that's right.
Okay. Just felt like you were higher.
No, I don't think so because I just got hit for like 27 from the steel wind strike or something.
I mean, like, how high you want to be, man?
As
All
high as
right.
that cricket.
I don't know what happened to the damage there, but
You don't pay attention to the cricket, all right?
is what it is.
Recharging Shadow Jump. Fails. Petrifying Breath is back.
Gulp.
And it will let it loose. This will get everybody in the club.
Save that motherfucker. Let's go.
I'm gonna go for a D10 inspo.
Well, barely. Barely.
All right, save.
Well and save. Marcel, come on, baby.
Come on, Marcel, save this mother.
Yeah, my boy.
Let's go.
My boy.
My sweet cheese, my good time boy.
Damn.
39 points of poison. Barley, that is 20. And then for those who have poison resistance, that'll be down to 10.
Thank you for doing the math for me.
You're welcome. Be 20 points then on Marcel. Con saves coming up. Both of them got to be 10 or better. Yes. Well, and keeping the blast up. Marcel, Keeping the witch bolt up.
8d12. Nice.
Just gonna use its bone claws on you since it can't jump. $27 to hit on root.
That'll hit. It takes 7 points of fire damage.
And it will swing again. Oh, it's gonna have to use a dice on that. It'll use its D8. It still has a full ray. It's got a 6 and a 10. Not gonna hit. Let's go.
Let's go.
Hell yeah.
Take those.
All right, so he takes 7 poison or 7 fire damage.
7 fire. Yep, on the hit. How much damage did he do? I don't think he rolled it.
Oh, on the very first one? No, I did not.
Yeah.
My bad.
It's all good. 14 plus 8. Okay, got it.
Okay.
Hey, fire shield. Whittling down, whittling down.
Mm-hmm. I'm pretty fucked up now, though.
Cannot use his shadow stealth because you are shining bright light on him.
Nice.
Hey, nice.
Does not have his shadow jump to get away.
I can always just walk.
He's gonna stay where he's at.
Let me swing. Let me swing.
It's I usually only start to retreat under 25%.
I was gonna say, maybe that might indicate he doesn't really want to chance that 100 hit point mark.
But Marcel, my boy, witch bolt this motherfucker.
Witch bolt coming in, baby.
8d12. Woo.
Huge. Biggest witch bolt of all time.
It's huge. It's huge.
Never seen anything like this.
The biggest thing I've ever seen.
8th level witch bolt. Skadoosh. I will use one of my luckies.
No, it just auto hits.
Auto hits.
Oh yeah, that's right. It auto hits.
Yeah, it's just auto hits. Yeah. It's just 8d12. It's just damage. She did the hard
Drop
part
that
already.
damage. Just drop it.
Yee!
Yeehaw! 46 lightning.
Oh my god, that was 46 damage right there. God, it barely did anything, I feel like.
I don't think there's anything with bonus action that I can do to help past that. I'm gonna stay where I'm at. I've already drank my potion. Josiah.
Back to me? Let's go. All right. I'm down for this. Guy in front of me. 100%. Exactly who I'm looking at. We're swinging at the son of a bitch in front of me with Heaven's Edge. $32 to hit. That hits.
That'll hit.
Oh, let's go. 17, 11, 23.
Oh, just has a little bit left.
Yeah. Oh, fuck. I hate. Well, we're gonna hit him again.
51. Damn. It's crazy.
I really thought I killed him with that shit.
They strong.
They are strong.
They do a lot. They do a lot. That's for sure.
They get it done.
Oh shit!
Dead.
What does it do on its
Dead.
crit?
Oh, dude, Heaven's Edge. I mean, it banishes them.
Yeah, it does the auto banish.
They just as he
DTD.
whips around, hits with that first swing, comes back, swings around again. As he does, he almost he Sotos it up on the neck of that that spear as he swings around, and he delivers right across through in the middle. You just see it dissolved from the middle out, top to bottom, just absolute destruction.
It gone. Bye-bye.
As he finishes, Josiah finishes that swing, he just looks out into the distance. Good night, sweet prince. You were never meant to be. Now you're gone. Oh, shit. I'll stay locked in with Llywelyn while he's here.
Rook's turn.
Okay. Let's see. I regain 6 HP because I'm under half. I will swing away. Let's see if this macro works now. 25 a hit. Hey, I think it worked. So 16, 24, 29 points of damage on the first.
Let's go.
Second hit coming through. 34.
I want that D20.
So then we got a 20, 30 points of damage on the second one. And then third hit.
Oh,
26 will hit.
it's teasing.
Oh my God.
That'll be another 32 points of damage.
Another
So
32.
62 plus 29, so 91 total.
Jesus.
It will take its reaction, and it's going to send you a piercing claw.
I
Oh!
was just about to reaction to. Damn it. That sucks. Okay, I'm probably down.
Look at those
My
zeros.
God, that's such a hit.
Yeah, I'm down. What's the total there?
57 plus 35.
Yeah.
92. Does 92 to you.
No. Wait, hold on. So let me take
Are you liquefied at this
28
point?
off that. Right, so 83, 63. No, 63 would not be half of my HP.
Let's fucking go. You're still fucking salvageable.
I am down though.
That's weird that it did identical fucking damage.
Also he takes 9 points of fire damage.
9 points of fire.
Wait, question.
Yes.
Am I able to do my arcane ward on nat 20s? I don't remember.
Negative.
Negative? Okay. I was trying.
I don't think it would have helped anyways because it was 63 over what I had.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a 90. Wait, no, it was a. Yeah, it was. Because that's a big hit.
As it holds Rook's body in its hand, the flame does not diminish. And you see it place Rook in the center of its rib cage as those bones wrap up and around it. And that light fades away. And the totem slinks down into the darkness and disappears.
The fuck just happened? Right here, now it's gone.
That's not good.
Fucking dive in after it. It's got fucking Rook.
I regret not doing the strength before death.
End of Rook's turn, who is currently unconscious. Asher.
First things first. I don't know if this is gonna do anything, but I'm gonna ask. Asher looks down for a second, stunned, and then hears Josiah call out, "Go after him." And the first thing he does is he glances at Marcel, and then he clutches his hand and he rubs the sigil on top of the ring that he was given. And at will, and I don't know if this expends a spell slot because it just says at will, I cast See Invisibility to see if I can peer through the darkness in front of me to see if anything's there. And if I don't...
See Invisibility is for the spell on invisibility. You're looking for True Sight.
Yeah. Well, it's a Ring of the Void, so I didn't know if there was like a, a thing there.
Some leeway? I'll make some leeway. Since this is a void chasm.
Way.
You see faintly, but a speck of that burning nature of his body below in the shadow.
Like retreating down, like
you
going.
don't see anything but the glow in the cloud. Meet you in the halfway point.
Asher, I think he takes off running. As he does, he's gonna just full sprint. Hearing Josiah call that out and not wanting to lose Rook, and something just keeps echoing in his mind. Darkest heart, darkest city. Darkest heart, darkest city. It's pure darkness. This is what he's meant to do. This is who he is. And he needs to. And he needs to trust in what he's capable of. And he just sprints. and he leaps off into the darkness towards the sphere. And as he does, he looks beneath the sphere and he casts Wall of Force to try and catch it. I don't know if it's gonna work, but that's what I'm doing.
As we see Asher full send, jumping into the darkness. I need you to roll a spell attack.
I'll burn my only advantage card that I have, if you'll allow it.
Go for it.
First roll is a 16. 34.
34, 3-point stance, Wall of Force. You guys can see this concussion as the shadow shoots up and disperses on either side. Surrounded in darkness, except for this burning ember heart. Standing in the heart of darkness, you feel and then a 4th foot. And from that source of ember, it appears in front of you.
Oh, fuck.
As you can see, Rook's body inside this dragon-boned creation.
The resurrection of Ember Heart begins today.
And as you hear this echo out, Josiah, it's like a key unlocking memories. As visages run through your brain, an ancient secret held back long, long ago from your people.
I said I had that card held back. Sprint now. Josiah instantly flashes back to a point where he was a much younger Leonin. Sees himself playing football with Marcel, trying to juke around this same area we've been fighting. Score the goal. But every time he thinks he's got this angle, Marcel has him covered. Frustrated. He thinks he's got this open shot on goal. Marcel slides in front, knocks the ball away. And he falls to the ground and just starts to cry. I thought I had it. That was mine. You stole it from me. Marcel just comes to him and holds up his chin. No. You didn't have that. You need to earn that. You wanted it. You need to win that. And that thought echoed in his head. I want it. I need to earn it. And it goes and echoes time and time again to this spot where he's at right now. That same moment. No. This is where I need to focus. This is where I need to be. And as he kicks that ball that one last time against Marcel, his father, Amon, jumps in. At the last moment when Marcel thought he had that shot blocked and kicks it in to the goal. Amon laughs uncontrollably as Marcel seems almost that he's stopped the lesson that he's trying to teach his boy. But Josiah doesn't know. He celebrates the fact that his father has jumped in to make that goal, to save exactly what was going on. And it drifts just slightly over as the ball careens into the goal. Josiah doesn't see it. He just sees his father making that one last step in to save the day. And runs around to hug what he can around the base. Marcel looking very disappointed at what Amon had done. But Amon is just happy to have his son hug him on the field competition.
As that memory fades, it brings you back to the shadows and the carvings on the cave that you saw so long ago. And a piece develops that wasn't there before. And it shows a dragon and a choice between Heaven's Ward and what your father took. And you see the shadow bargain. And you understand why. A deal with an ancient dragon. Your royal lineage built upon stilts of a deal with an infernal deity. And you see the dots connecting why your father so wanted to try to find an out with anything else that he could. When he forsook the light of your people to try to find another. Your royal lineage built upon a pact with this Emberheart dragon that now is fueled by the magic of your unconscious friend in his rib cage. Asher, you stand face to face in this heart of darkness. Action used, wall of force.
So this is it. And I just want to peer and I want to see if I can. Surrounded by darkness, surrounded by this massive dragon in front. He still goes back to the reason he jumped in. And he looks at the core of this being. And he looks towards Rook and trying to see what state Rook is in.
You can see that he is unconscious, surrounded by the same fire that you wrapped him in.
Man. Not expecting that.
Couldn't have made it any cooler.
Just so you know, to kill the dragon, you have to kill me.
Was that thought for a moment?
Disintegrate, go ahead.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Do it, become a land baron. Disintegrate him now.
Do it while I can't deck save.
I will. Can't feed him anything because that's an action. I want to save my friend, but not much I can do. I will just flare up and I will spin the crown so it starts whirling and whirling and whirling and whirling as it gets brighter and brighter and brighter. Yeah, I think as a bonus action, if you'll allow, and to spend a hero point, I will, you'll see that ring almost become a halo. It's just whirring so fast, these stars, this golden radiant light, as he takes this flask out, this very ornate magical flask, and he pops the top off and he takes a swig, and he knows somewhere Marcel is there, and he just thinks, embrace who I am. And if you'll allow me, with my hero point, I will drink the mage potion and hopefully allow me to, instead of get a 6th level, get a 7th level spell slot. And I will do Draconic Transformation.
Oh, shit.
Oh, shit.
Going head to head, are we?
Oh,
Well,
shit.
it's not as cool as being a full dragon, but
About to have a Godzilla fight.
Oh, let's fucking go, dude.
as as you see, as I drink this and that whirling begins to spin, sparks begin to flare off of it, and you just see like the body start to contort in this pitch darkness with this ember dragon in front, and you see through my eyes begin to almost like start these like piercing hot radiant veins as it like starts to like almost crack through my entire skin as I grow larger and larger, and then these like incorporeal but like radiant hot flame wings just tear out from my back as I just begin to fly up and face this entity in front of me, and I just look with these glaring red hot eyes, and I just say,
Release my friend.
that'll be what I can do.
Okay, so do you take a red dragon card?
No, it's really not as cool as you know. it's you know, I basically I take a draconic form, I get blind sight, and I can see invisible creatures. I get a breath weapon, which is force damage. I get wings, and any other flair you want to throw on it.
Anything else you would like to apply?
But
what's your size?
I think I stayed the same, I believe.
You basically just get wings and a breath weapon.
Wings, a breath weapon, blind sight. And then I think when we talked about this immunity to fire, but
Oh yeah, 100% on that. All right. I'm gonna have a size change on that, because that would just be dragonborn form.
yeah.
We're definitely gonna bump you up in size there. All right. Let's go. Pulling this bad boy in here now. Hello, dragon form.
Bring it.
It's really the flying is the key part, because I'm in a crevasse. so saving mud, I'm like, oh man, I don't really have anything else I can do, and also it's a dragon, so thematically I think it makes a lot of sense.
Inside of this dragon's chest, is my body like tethered in there?
Mm-hmm.
Is it like attached to like tendrils and shit?
Bone cage got you wrapped up.
Nice.
All right. Here we go, and new size, engaged.
Hey, I love it.
All right, you got control, my dude.
But yeah, that's what I can do, unless you're considering this like another action, then I can get a bonus action. But I don't know. It's up to you. It's pushing it.
You drank your potion.
Yeah, and I cast the wall force, so that would really be my turn.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm just there. That's it.
Oh shit, this is fucking crazy. All right. Dread's turn. They are way above this. You guys just fucking hear all hell breaking loose down below. Most awkward 15 seconds of your life.
And now the Dreadshade casts Steel Wind Strike.
I cast heal.
I mean, haven't they all?
Yeah. While you jump down to save Rook, your friends get slaughtered.
This guy is going to send a Grave Bolt out at Marcel. 17, I think, is just it
I mean,
for Marcel.
Cripple me.
Where did Marcel go?
He's on the stairs.
I don't even see him.
What the fuck? Marcel!
He's hiding in the bushes.
Wow, he's really hidden. Little stealth check.
Ooh, 20 points of damage. Oh, he didn't get, I did not apply the,
27 earlier?
yeah, 27 earlier. I will do that now. Boom. All right, he's got to make this strength check, though. Go! Let's go! Gonna be able to hold his own. This guy can't get up here to scrape, so that's it. That's the end of its turn.
Let's go.
It's got everything to get there. Next guy. Oh, it's going to be close. 5, 10, 15, 20. Oh, yeah. Just enough to get up there and get another piece of Josiah's chili.
Come get some.
Death Claw.
Oh, God, that hit. 13 necrotic. Got it.
$28 points. Oh, here's the parts that's fucked up. I need to be able to see. So this will not revive the unconscious. And it won't get you either, Asher. If I prey on it, do I have to see him? Preserve life. Any creature within 30 feet of me.
Earlier I could see, how far down are they? I could see 20 feet down earlier and it was still dark.
Yeah. I'm gonna hold on to it. Hold these two, Josiah. And I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna get Marcel. I'm gonna hit him with a 4th level. Another 4th level burned. Damn. Damn, dude. 1, 2, 1, 8. Fuck.
Not great, but
Not great.
healing.
Oh, that sucks so bad.
You think your mimicry impresses me at the least. I have been waiting so long to take back what is mine. Leave this land. Let them fall. This is the Marquis' doing, not yours. They will reap what they have sowed. This land was mine far before it was ever theirs. The Palisades built on my hoard, my doing, my wealth. To think a pathetic little island like this could exist without an absorbent amount of financial investment that was built on the back and the spine of my physical flesh. I will take back what is mine. and your parlor tricks can die with them. There's one problem. You have my friend. Release him, and we can discuss. Your friend, my fuel.
And he's gonna unleash his shadow breath on you. You guys are just gonna see this shoot up. It's just a column of shadow go straight up.
Yee. That'll be fun. The dexterity, not great.
Oh! Hashtag blessed in the house.
Oh my god, that's a lot.
57 points of necrotic damage.
Which is halved to 28, 27, 28. It still hurts.
That'll be the end of Emberheart's turn. Gonna stay on that force field with you. I cannot see it, but I know that it is there. As Marcel will drop that witch bolt again, 8th level. Big roll, baby. Big roll. Big roll. Oh! 69 points! As it cuts a swath, as that shadow shoots up, an equally disproportionate bolt of radiant lightning crashes back down. Josiah, it is your turn.
Good God. Is there any place I can go where I can actually reach him with Heaven's Edge?
Yeah, because you can see now it has cut a swath down. The cylinder is there.
And his shield is up, so there's still light, right? The fire shield is still going?
His fire is still around him.
Yeah.
You don't know what's going on, but the fire is still around him.
Yeah. And I also have my crown, which emits light.
Yeah. He's going 100% full bore, Heaven's Edge, right into this manifestation in front of him. Oh, man.
To the dragon? Or
Yeah.
to the... Oh, shit.
Okay, so they're down. We put them at, thematically, we put them at the 30 foot line where he's jumped and had him. So you gotta get up to the edge, and then you gotta choose whether you're jumping down there with Heaven's Edge or you're throwing Windbane.
No, we're not throwing Windbane. We're jumping with Heaven's Edge.
Gonna jump with
100%.
Heaven's Edge. All right, attack of opportunity from both these bad boys because they have reach.
From the top ropes.
Here's your first death claw. 22.
Oh!
Second one will miss. 19 points necrotic.
Could have been worse. Could have been worse.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna let you add an additional 3d6 to this attack since you were coming in over the top with Heaven's Edge with velocity.
So 3d6.
It'll be an additional 3d6 on the attack. You do
If I
this.
hit.
You do this with advantage.
Come
You
on,
need-
Heaven's Edge. Epic.
But hold
You're-
on. First, before you make that roll, I need you to make an athletics check on this jump.
Oh!
I will not rob you of that 20, Josiah. DTD with fucking Heaven's Edge.
Let's go.
Josiah only seeing one thing. That dragon in front of him. As he whips Heaven's Edge around and starts to run past the first guy. It takes its shots at him. You can tell that it stings as he goes in, jumps up, both hands overhead, as he plunges Heaven's Edge down into the middle of the spine of this Dracula just sitting in this cavern.
Avoided so long.
Foxstar is mine. Foxstar belongs to this people as he twists it deeper into the fucking chasm. Welcome here, and you will fucking leave as he pushes it down as far as he can.
Instead of it sinking down further into the darkness, you just see bit by bit of ash break away as it floats as this cylinder of heavenly light shines down.
I will find a way. I won't let this be my last.
As its bone body evaporates and those dread shades fade away. This shadow, it's like a reverse wave, peels back off and washes out from either side as the darkness lifts. And you look down, no longer in a chasm, as Rook's eyes open up, still covered in flames, but laying on that pristine marble floor that was your home for so long. And the shadows fade as the sun creeps up over the horizon and shines down on the stained glass that you remember as a child. And that prismatic light shines in on a shadow-touched Vox turn for the first time in years.
Let's fucking go! Now the question is, do you want that memory now? Or do you
Let her
want it
leave.
post?
Oh, you gotta let it go now, man. You hit the 20 on the banishment!
For the Mind's Eye card, this wonderful, pristine courtyard. You see a young Josiah pattering around a football with his mate, his good friend, someone we've seen many times playing goalie. Josiah dribbles that ball in front. Marcel trying to anticipate what's going to happen. As Josiah slides in to put that winning shot in, his father jumps down. Amon comes in from the corner edge and kicks the ball, almost as if divinely guided, into the goal on the other side. Something Josiah couldn't have predicted, something he couldn't have saved against. As he sits there on his ass in the middle of this green field. The one person he thought he was going against, Marcel, almost slack-jawed. Amon sits between the two of them, laughing as that ball drifts into the goal on Josiah's side. Son, you thought you had what was in front of you. But what you forgot to see was exactly what was your downfall. Something on the outside. It was beyond your influence. Was exactly what caused you to lose this battle. At some point, I know, you'll find a lesson in this. You can ask your mother between now and then exactly what you did wrong. Well, you went on a real lesson on exactly how you fucked this up. You'll come see me. As Amon steps back over that wonderfully groomed walkway and leaves Josiah and Marcel sitting in the middle of this field.
You know your dad is a fucking cheater. No, that doesn't happen. And we will pick back up on that marble floor next week.
Wow.
I can't believe you hit the 20 banishment.
Josiah, watch out! There's a dragon. As he points
Hey,
smash.
you know what? The Kobayashi Maru that's a real no-win situation.
Rise.
There's a
That's
fucking
what this
dragon.
was. This was the no-win situation.
No, it's me. It's Asher. It's Asher.
Oh, why are you a dragon?
That's a magic.
Magic!
Good
Wow,
shit, guys.
Wow. What a cool. Oh, that was awesome.
Fucking dope.
I was real worried for a second about mine. I was like, oh, God. And swan dive in the darkness after my buddy.
2 dives. Fucking get it. Thank you all for hanging out with us. We love you all. We'll see you tomorrow. 2 sessions of D&D. We'll see you then.